Is up, Simon 1 billion nation? This is Simon calling in to you from Ecuador. Hola a los Estados Unidos. I touched down here last week, Sunday, I believe, so it's been a good week and 3 days. Great time so far. Let me look at my list of topics. Yeah, I hope you guys have been well. This is my first time being able to record in a while. My host mother is out of the house. I have trouble understanding her, but I think she said she was going to the airport to pick up her nephew from the flight from the United States at 11 p.m. or something. Um, so my first topic here, I'm gonna try and put it on the screen so that you guys can follow along. My first topic here is host family. I live with a 70-year-old woman named Consuelo, and she doesn't speak any English. And she's the only person I live with. Everybody else has like whole families. I just have the one woman, which is great. I really like her. She's really, really nice. Um, Everybody else also has someone in their house that can speak English. Me, no, no English at all. Like, imagine if you could only, if Spanish was your first language and you've taken two English classes. That's how much English she knows. No disrespect to her, she doesn't need to know English, and she's awesome. She used to be a lawyer. I learned recently. Um, but yeah, she's dope, amazing cook. She stuffs me to the brim every night with food because she sees how fast I eat it. So she kind of just keeps giving me more and more food every day. They're supposed to feed us breakfast and dinner. Breakfast is usually the same thing every day. It's like bread, cheese, um, yogurt, bananas, juice. My skin is clearing up like crazy while I'm over here, guys. This is a glow up of the century. Next topic, my Spanish sucks. The way the way I practice Spanish is I like learn vocab and I input by like watching TV shows in Spanish or something. And like I can understand really well like TV shows in Spanish. Like I understand everything. I thought I was good. I stink. Everybody here stinks. I mean, in real life, it's just so much different. I've had blips where I can speak really well, but for the most part, they speak so fast and they don't like to repeat themselves, especially in the service industry. You know how if you're in the service industry, if you're like a cashier or something, or like a waiter, or like a fast food worker, you speak really fast because you have a script. They'll say something, I'll be like, uno más, no comprendo. And they're just like, it doesn't matter. Or they switch to English because everybody here speaks perfect English. Not everybody. But yeah, my Spanish sucks. It's getting better. I'm hoping to be fluent by the end of this. My plan was to become fluent enough to talk to women here, the Ecuadorian women, and then elope. But I don't know how that's gonna go. We're 1 week in, and I feel like I've improved a little bit. Next, yeah, I've got classes. I have one class at 9 a.m., 9 to 11, Monday through Thursday, and it is three people. It is me, this one girl, and these two girls that were in my Spanish class. I didn't know before coming in. I thought it was the other way around. Us three are one class behind everybody else. We are taking a class that everybody took last semester. Everybody else is ahead of us. I kind of thought it was the other way around until like I got here. So yeah, it's three of us in one class. It's very intimate. People called me weird for using that word. Yeah, that's the correct use of the word intimate. It's only three of us and then the teacher. Sometimes there's this dude there, this white dude, huge white dude, like 50 years old, and all he does is listen. I guess he needs listening practice. But yeah, we meet and it's all conversation. We talk. The teacher's really funny. She likes me. She said that I look like her son and that she wants to adopt me. Um, the first day she talked about her obsession with bald men and how much she loves The Rock for a long period of the class. So she's chill as fuck, and how she would have slept with this one teacher that asked her out if she didn't have a husband. She was like, 20 years ago. It was kind of funny. Anyways, next I've got friends. I have made a lot of friends here actually. In my group, I'm kind of like such a social savant butterfly, not really at all. That everybody's kind of formed their own little groups, and I'm kind of mainly in one or two of them, but kind of also in all of them. I'm kind of in like all the group chats. Um, People don't like to really cross pollinate for some reason. I'm like, guys, we're all cool. Let's all be friends. But I'm friends with mainly like these five people. There's this group of like five people that we like have a group chat where we all do stuff. And then I'm friends with these two girls who don't really talk to anybody else, but they're super fun and they're like party girls. So I really like hanging with them. We bond over exes. Um, yeah, I did get a gym membership here, guys. I'm sure you can tell. Um, but yeah, I'm really liking the people I'm meeting here so far. I'm surprised I was able to make friends with the group this easily. Next, I have party, and that ties into friends. It was my birthday on Friday. Um, oh, sensitive information, guys. I won't tell you which Friday. Um, but yeah, this was the plan. So I got lunch with with like two friends. I woke up to a lot of nice happy birthday messages. Thank you, everybody. Then I went to lunch with these two people at a nearby mall. That day was well, first I went to the gym. This day was a disaster. My phone has not been working at all. It charges like 20% a night. So like 2% every hour, basically. So I haven't been able to use my phone much. I kept getting lost. Once I got to the mall, I wasn't able to text them like, "Where are you?" I was just able to like get there with the battery I had left, like buying an Uber. By the way, guys, Ubers here are $1.50 to get you across town. It is insane how cheap it is compared to the US. US, one time I wanted to go to a party, it was like 2 miles away, 35 to $40 Uber. Yeah, blow your head off. No, no, no. But yeah, so and then we went to dinner at this place I found. I thought I killed it with the dinner choice. The food was amazing. There's one thing that was absolutely horrible, and that was the service in terms of wait time. Holy Christ. I work in a restaurant. I think there are only two servers, but I looked around the place, four tables max. And yes, there were 12 of us, but the bill should not take, no exaggeration, no joke, over an hour. We were just, after we had finished eating, we were just waiting for the bill. Um, and I was freaking the fuck out because I was like, "This is my birthday. We're going to the club after." Everybody's just waiting to go to the club. People are starting to say I'm tired. People are complaining, and I'm like, "Holy Christ! I'm gonna find this waiter and put him in a guillotine." Um, Eventually, finally, thank Christ, it came around like 9. We wanted to get to the bar at like 8:15. We wanted to leave at like 8. We got there at 6, and we were only leaving at 9. We pull up to the club. I also found the club um, through suggestions from locals and Reddit, basically. So we pull up to the club. Finally, we get in line, give our ID to the guy, and we go on another line. I was talking to the people in line. I was like, "It's my birthday." I hugged this guy. It was adapt. And I always like to go in for the hug. I felt a little pull, a little resistance, so I don't know if he wanted the hug. I like to go in for the hug. I'm sorry. I'm a hugger. I used to not be a hugger. Now I'm kind of a hugger, I guess. Where my hug at? I hope you guys can't see it. I'm not wearing anything. I'm wearing underwear. But yeah, we pull up. Holy Christ. I love to dance. I did not know I had it in me, basically. I love the club. I don't know if the clubs are like this in America. I've never been to a club in America. We got a table. We all ordered tequila shots. Oh, at the restaurant too. It said it was my birthday. And the waiter was like, "Okay, do you want dessert or tequila?" I was like, "Do I want $1 million or do I want Monopoly money?" I guess I can't think of a comparison, but like, of course I want the tequila. I'd already started drinking. I ordered a cocktail, so took the tequila. I'd sobered up by the time we left because it was fucking 2 hours later at that point. Pulled up, we all get a tequila shot. Okay, I'm feeling it again. And this place, how it works is it's self-serve wine and beer. You get this little bracelet, put it up to like these dispensers, and then it dispenses wine or beer for you. Me and this buddy Noah, I haven't mentioned this yet, but there are 14 people in the group, three boys, 11 girls. Um, so Noah was the only other guy there. The other guy has been shitting himself all week. He got what they call it, traveler's diarrhea. He hasn't been able to eat for 3 days. He's been on the toilet for 3 days. He didn't come. That's okay. Me and this other fella, he's like, Simon, you want to go get the wines? Because I guess the service is really slow in Ecuador. We were waiting like 20 minutes for these tequila shots. And we're like, okay, need to get some drinks in us. It's 9:30 at this point. The night is growing old. So me and him, we get glasses of wine. Some of the dispensaries weren't working. I didn't care what I got, so I was just going up to everyone, boom, 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 until one of them worked. I started pouring, quarter full, halfway full, three quarters full. I'm like, it's gonna stop automatically eventually, right? No, it didn't. So I had this completely full. It was like there's like regular glasses of wine. This was like a double basically. So it's like literally like this much wine, this strong ass red, disgusting wine. I brought it back to my table, and then I start hearing the beat call me. I'm chugging this drink, basically. I'm starting to feel a little tipsy because the altitude, we are 10,000 feet up compared to, let me do a quick Google search. Let's just do Lansing. Altitude. This is embarrassing. My computer isn't working. Compared to whatever the hell, like under 1,000 feet in Michigan. So alcohol hits you differently here. Everything related. Why would I want meters? Can I get it in feet? 260 meters. What is that like? Okay, like under 1,000 feet, 850 feet. So we're high as fuck. And you get tired more easily. You, get drunk faster. So this humongous bottle of wine, the shots were double shots, I believe. They were like this tall. So they have to have been two double shots of tequila, one cocktail. I'm feeling a little bit. I start hearing the music call my name on the dance floor. So I've chugged this wine basically as fast as I can to get out there. And wait, I haven't looked at my notes in a while. Party. Yeah, we were at the party. Thank you, lesbians. There's this one girl in our group. I don't know if she's a lesbian, but she has a girlfriend. She was such an amazing dancer, and like four people were on the dance floor at this point. Other like eight or whatever, or the other like six or whatever were drinking at the table. Oh my gosh, this girl is such a good dancer, and she's like teaching me how to dance, how to salsa, how to spin around, how to tango. And yeah, so thank you again, lesbians. Lesbians have been such impactful part of my life lately. Watch I Made Out with a Lesbian for context, one of my more recent videos. But yeah, she was chill as fuck. I don't know my impression of her before that. I thought she was a little more like introverted. And she like didn't really talk much. Like I guess I don't know, but I was completely wrong. She's lit as fuck. I really want to be better friends with this girl. Thank you, lesbians in the LGBTQ community. Yeah, so she taught me some moves. I was shaking these hips like you've never seen hips shake before. Um, and then the wine started hitting. I go back to the table eventually after popping my booty for a long time. And I think I've never blacked out, but sometimes I have trouble remembering how long it took for events to happen when events happen. Sometimes the order. Um, yeah, I go back. People got some like martinis and stuff. I think it was after I made friends with this one feller. And then I went back to the table and there was this other feller sitting at the table and his friend was like hitting up one of the girls in the group who I don't think she was very into him. I mean, he was a handsome fella, but like, anyway, this guy, Oscar, I was sitting next to him. I was like, all right, couple drinks to me, my Spanish is probably awesome right now. So I started speaking to this guy. He speaks to me in English. I speak to him in Spanish. It never even registered to me to switch to English. I was like, I'm practicing my Spanish right now. He was chill as fuck. I got his Instagram. He gave me a cigarette. That made me about 3 times drunker than I already was. I'm sure I was slurring. I'm sure I was yelling, but I was like, "Que Asturias!" And he was like, "Mechanical engineering." I was like, "That's super cool." He was asking me where I'm from, what I study. I don't really remember all we talked about, but I got his Instagram, and I hope I see him at. I'm not gonna name drop because we don't do free advertising here. The bar, La Discoteca, that we were at. And after that, I got another beer. I was like, "Who's telling me to get another beer? Who's telling me?" And everybody was like, None of us." And I was like, "You convinced me." I got another beer. Unless I misread it, the beers here are strong as fuck. It was like 11% or something for this giant glass of beer. I drank that very, very drunk at this point. I feel like the beer was before the cigarette. I think the cigarette was the last thing I had. I drink this, I get back on the dance floor with these two girls. This is where we get to the my note girl. One of the girls, I feel like I can be honest with you guys. Big crush on this girl. Um, Used to be in my Spanish class, and I was dancing with her and this other girl. Lesbian? Also lesbians? There are a lot of lesbians on this trip. She might be bi. I just know that she's in a polyamorous relationship with a woman. Um, and it doesn't seem like she's very okay with it. I'm sorry if you're watching, but she keeps being like, I wasn't okay with it at first, but now I am. And I hope she is, but it doesn't really sound like it sounds like there might be some unresolved feelings there. But she's chill as fuck, another great lesbian. I am yet to meet a lesbian that I don't like. But yeah, we were dancing. I was showing them the prowling tiger. You know the prowling tiger, the double lawnmower. Um, these were moves that by the end of the night went in my when you delete a photo and it goes in the trash, it's in the trash. Like I can maybe reload it. I'll bring back the prowling tiger, but I think I've got better moves now. It's in the back of my it's in the bottom of my sack of tricks. The prowling tiger, the double lawnmower, the boxer. Um, Now I'm just all about shaking those hips. Yeah, we were dancing, and I won't expand too much on girl. It's very early. We've went on a couple outings together. I don't know. I really like her, and I think she seems to think I'm funny. And um, we're about 5 days in. We're like 8 days into a 55-day trip, and I'm not ready to ruin dynamics for a romance. I don't think, but we'll see what happens. I'll update you guys. Oh, I looked up what "don't kiss and tell" means. Apparently, it does mean like sex. So I have been using it incorrectly. I thought it meant just kissing. So I guess I won't, I'll continue to not kiss and tell, but if I kiss someone, I'll continue to tell, I guess, if it's just kissing. But yeah, after that, the girl called me an Uber. At one point, she said she didn't like country music, so I started saying Neon Moon by Brooks and Dunn. I don't think she liked that very much. The sun goes down on my side. And she was like, "Stop, stop." I was like, "That lonesome feeling." Sometimes when I get drunk, I sing or dance or shake my hips. I can't help it. Anyways, yeah, I eventually got home. I was a little sobered up by the end of it, but still very sloshed because I must have had, if we equal it to shots, probably like 8 or 9 at that point, and the altitude, Dios mío. Um, but yeah, 10 out of 10 night, I'd say. Went home, put on Dexter, fell asleep in about 2 minutes, and woke up the next day at 6 a.m. ready to go. I was checking the group chat, like, what's the plans today? Went to lunch. I did crash halfway through lunch. I went home, took a nap. And yeah, the next outing is Thursday. We're gonna go to a different bar. I'll get even drunker this time. And it's legal here. Well, I'm 21, so it's always been legal for me. for legal purposes. But yeah, it's been a great time so far. I'm loving my classes, making good friends. I miss everybody at home, obviously. I got a lot of birthday wishes, and yeah, I'd like to keep talking, but I think that's really all I've got. Yeah, visit Ecuador, guys. My main takeaways. Oh, Pink Panther's album came out on my birthday. Ah, guys, don't look up when that came out. You'll know when my birthday is. I don't want my personal info out there. But I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'm not a fan of the first song, but there's some definite bangers on there that are going in my gym playlist. Um, yeah, Pink Panther's album, uh, 8.5 out of 10. The food here is really cheap. A full meal can be as little as $4 here. If you want to really gorge out, $6, $7. When you go to like a nice restaurant, it's still like $12 to $15. I spent 22, I think, for my birthday dinner. With the drink and the food. People said they were gonna pay for me because it was my birthday, but then the bill came around and everybody forgot. I'm not gonna ask them to pay for me. But I mean, why'd you lie to me? And then the club, La Discoteca, was I think $30. So overall, like a $55 night to get smashed and eat to fill my tummy and dance my ass off. Amazing, amazing. I love going out. I hope we do it 1,000 more times before we're done. Only other thing we really did that was like a party thing was we had a movie night where we all drank, half of us drank. Um, yeah, it was fun. I think we'll do that pretty often. Yeah, that's it. I have to go to bed. I have classes, I didn't even explain my classes. I have 9 to 11, Monday through Thursday, and then 1:30 to 3. I really like the first class. Everybody really hates the second class. The teacher is pretty boring, speaks very fast, very monotone. It's been getting better, but the host mother might be home. I feel like she said she would be home around 11. All right, well, I hope you guys like this video and continue to support Simon 1 billion.